The average American household today keeps about 5 days' worth of supplies at home. Your grandparents kept closer to 6 months. That gap isn't about money, and it isn't about space. It's about knowledge, and this breakdown is meant to close that gap, one overlooked shelf item at a time. A cast iron skillet. For around $20 in the kitchen aisle, you can buy the same basic design your great-grandmother cooked on a century ago. The metal hasn't needed to change, because it already worked. Non-stick coatings, by contrast, break down within 3 to 5 years and release compounds regulators have flagged as concerning when overheated, then the pan is landfill. Cast iron improves with every use and can outlast the house it's kept in. More importantly, it works on gas, electric coil, induction, a wood stove, propane, or straight coals in a fire pit. A non-stick pan in a 3-day blackout is useless. Cast iron is the one pan that doesn't care where the heat comes from. A wool blanket. Wool retains roughly 80% of its insulating power even when fully soaked, while synthetic fleece loses almost all of its warmth once wet. That difference has mattered enough that armies relied on wool for 2 centuries before synthetic fabric existed. It also resists catching fire the way synthetic fleece does. A wool or wool blend blanket with at least 70% wool content costs about $25 to $40 and can last 30+ years. Most of the time it does nothing at all, and the one time it matters, nothing else works as well. Raw honey. Sealed jars of honey recovered from Egyptian tombs, thousands of years old, have tested as still chemically stable and edible. Low moisture, natural acidity, and a built-in antibacterial reaction mean it essentially never spoils when kept sealed and dry. It also has real dual use, an everyday sweetener and a documented option for wound care, sore throats, and minor burns, the kind of use now backed by clinical research and applied in modern burn units. A jar runs $7 to $12 in the baking aisle. Tincture of iodine. This small brown bottle, usually under $4, does 3 jobs: disinfecting wounds, purifying drinking water at roughly 5 drops per quart with a 30-minute wait, and supplying topical elemental iodine. It has a 5-year shelf life and has largely been replaced by narrower, pricier single-use products, even though nothing else on the shelf covers as many uses for as little money. White distilled vinegar. A gallon of plain 5% vinegar, around $3.50, is recognized as effective against a wide range of household bacteria and fungus. It cuts grease, dissolves mineral buildup, kills mildew and odors, and softens fabric, replacing roughly 6 separate cleaning products with one jug that essentially never expires. Baking soda. The large box, about $2, covers at least 10 uses: a leavening agent, a heartburn remedy, a fridge deodorizer, a laundry booster, a drain cleaner when paired with vinegar, a carpet freshener, a produce wash, an emergency toothpaste, and a grease fire suppressant. Its best-by date only affects its rising power, every other use holds indefinitely. Wide-mouth mason jars. A dozen quart jars cost about $12 in the canning aisle, and they're the same design used for decades. Most people see them as decoration, they're actually the only affordable container that creates a true home vacuum seal. Properly canned low-acid foods last 5+ years without refrigeration, and high-acid foods like tomatoes or pickles hold for 2 to 3 years. Only the lid wears out, and replacements cost about $3 a dozen. Beyond canning, sealed glass protects dry goods from moisture and pests far better than plastic ever does. Non-fat dry powdered milk. Its cafeteria reputation is outdated. Sealed properly, it holds for around 20 years while keeping most of its protein, calcium, and vitamin D. In any outage lasting more than 2 days, refrigerated milk is gone, but a $10 box on the shelf becomes the household's only dairy source. Mixing it with cold water the night before and refrigerating it overnight noticeably improves the taste. Plain, unscented bar soap. Brands like Fels Naphtha have barely changed their formula in 100 years. One bar covers what's now split across body wash, hand soap, dish soap, laundry stain treatment, emergency shampoo, and shaving lather. Liquid soap is mostly water, bar soap is concentrated, lasts far longer, stores indefinitely, and produces no plastic waste, usually for about $1. Cotton bandanas and flour sack towels. A dozen bandanas cost around $8, and a 4-pack of flour sack towels about $10. They cover at least 10 jobs: dust mask, water pre-filter, wound dressing, arm sling, pot holder, cheesecloth substitute, dish rag, and glass cleaner cloth, all washable and reusable indefinitely, versus the roughly $300 a year an average household spends on disposable paper products and wipes. Hand crank kitchen tools. A manual can opener, hand crank coffee grinder, rotary egg beater, and manual peeler together cost under $50 and need zero electricity. Replacing them with electric versions was sold as convenience, until a power outage means canned food that can't be opened at all. A kerosene lamp and lamp oil. Common in rural homes through the 1950s, a glass chimney lamp costs $15 to $25, with lamp oil around $8 to $12 a gallon, enough for roughly 75 hours of light. Flashlights and phone lights drain quickly during extended outages. A kerosene lamp burns steadily all night on very little fuel, with no batteries or charge cycles required. Apple cider vinegar with the mother. The cloudy strands inside the bottle are live cultures of beneficial bacteria and yeast, which is what separates raw, unfiltered vinegar from the clear pasteurized version next to it. It was traditionally used as a cooking and pickling acid, a digestive aid, a hair rinse, an additive to livestock water, and a topical treatment for minor skin irritation, several uses now supported by peer-reviewed research. Unopened, it doesn't really expire and can even improve with age. Around $5, look for labels that say raw and with the mother. Rendered beef tallow or lard. For 2 centuries, rendered animal fat sat near every American stove, used for cooking, baking, seasoning cast iron, and even as fuel for a simple wick lamp. It was largely replaced by seed oils in the mid-20th century, though later nutrition research has revisited some of those original claims. Sold under names like Epic, it costs $8 to $15 and still handles high heat cooking, flaky pastry, dry skin care, and emergency lighting. Dried beans by the pound. At roughly $1 to $1.80 per pound, dried beans remain one of the cheapest complete proteins available, delivering about 1,500 calories and 100 grams of protein per pound, and paired with rice or wheat, a full amino acid profile without any animal protein. Sealed in a mason jar, they can last 25 to 30 years, with older beans simply needing more cooking time. Hard red winter wheat berries. Sold in bulk for $5 to $7 per 5-pound bag, whole wheat berries sealed and stored cool and dry can last 25 to 30 years with minimal nutrient loss, compared to milled flour, which starts oxidizing and going rancid within 6 to 12 months once the kernel is cracked. A 50-pound sack can provide roughly 75,000 calories for under $50. Wax-sealed hard cheese. For 400 years, hard cheeses across Europe and North America were preserved in food-grade wax and stored in a cool cellar, holding for 1 to 2 years without refrigeration. Walmart sells wax-sealable cheeses like Gouda, Edam, and aged cheddar, along with canning all cheese wax for about $8 a block, enough to seal 10 to 15 wheels, which then continue aging even without power. Heirloom, open pollinated seeds. At $2 to $4 a packet, these are the cheapest and most overlooked item on the list. Most modern seed packets are hybrid F1 varieties, bred to produce one strong generation but weak or sterile seeds afterward, requiring a new purchase every year. Heirloom seeds breed true, meaning seed saved from this year's best plants grows next year's crop indefinitely, turning a single purchase into a self-renewing food source. Salt. Historically valuable enough to function as currency, the word salary comes from salt rations paid to Roman soldiers. Salt never expires and is essential to preserving cured meat, fermenting vegetables, proper bread, and basic bodily function. A little-known detail, the 50-pound bags of sodium chloride sold in the water softener aisle are chemically identical to table salt, just far cheaper per pound. Transferred to sealed jars, a bulk bag lasts indefinitely. Salt matters most because it's what makes every other preserved food on this list actually work. Petroleum jelly. Unchanged in formula since the 1870s and costing $2 to $3, it seals minor cuts and burns, waterproofs cotton balls and matches into reliable fire-starting material, protects skin from wind and cold, and loosens stuck screws or squeaky hinges, all from one jar that essentially never spoils. Borax. For $4 to $6, this naturally occurring mineral salt boosts detergent, softens hard water, kills mold and mildew, deodorizes carpets and trash cans, and combined with sugar, serves as an effective ant and roach bait, replacing several specialty cleaning products at a fraction of the cost. Epsom salt. At $3 to $5, magnesium sulfate is a documented laxative, a fertilizer for magnesium-poor garden soil, a way to draw out splinters, and a warm compressed treatment for minor swelling, and like table salt, it doesn't spoil sealed on a shelf. Strike anywhere matches and a dry tin. For about $5 total, a box of matches paired with a small sealed tin gives you fire that doesn't depend on butane or a worn-out lighter flint, and works even after the striking box itself is lost or wet, arguably the one item every other preservation method on this list depends on. A basic sewing kit. For $5 to $8, a real needle and thread kit lets you mend torn seams, replace buttons, repair gear, and in a pinch, close a minor wound, turning a torn item of clothing into something fixable instead of something discarded. A handful of additional items round out the list: cotton butcher's twine, a cast iron Dutch oven, a hand crank emergency radio, paraffin candles, activated charcoal tablets, duct tape and plastic sheeting, witch hazel, whole peppercorns with a hand grinder, and plain rolled oats, each cheap, shelf-stable, and quietly multi-purpose. None of this needs to be bought in a single trip. Your grandparents built this kind of pantry gradually: a jar here, a bar of soap there, a bag of beans added to an ordinary shopping cart, until, without ever noticing the shift, they had a household that could absorb a bad winter, a job loss, or a serious storm without panic. They never called it prepping. They called it running a household.